You really have to make it a priority that you're outside in nature and in the sun every single day. Hi, lovely people. Thank you for joining me with another episode of Still Growing. It's Judy. That's right, Judy with 2Ds. And so if you're new here, thank you for joining me. And if you're a subscriber, come on in. I got a seat available for you right up front. Okay, so today we're talking about vitamin D and melanated people. And so generally we know that vitamin D is important for our bones, but vitamin D is extremely important for many of your organ functions in your body. So vitamin D is not just for your bone, it's important for your brain, it's important for your lung, it's important for your skin, it's important for your liver. There are so many things that vitamin D is extremely important for. You see this beautiful girl here? Her skin is like black matter, the most beautiful and precious thing on earth. This deep black precious gold called melanin is so important. It's an intelligence beyond comprehension. And so it's important that you understand who you are as a melanated person, and that in order not only to continue to feel healthy and feel strong and to be able to think clearly, get your intake of vitamin D plus your B12. And I hope that by now you also know that the darker you are, the healthier you are. And for us to stay healthy, we need to be out in the sun, particularly, as I said, as melanated people, because we need more vitamin D than lighter skinned individuals. And so basically, vitamin D is not just a vitamin, it's actually a hormone that your body needs to function. And so this talk today basically is to tie the importance of getting your vitamin D as a melanated person in the new norm of COVID-19. Now, as per the restrictions of COVID, you're supposed to stay inside as much as possible, stay away from people, and be wearing masks every time you're out in public. Now, we have to take that into consideration with us as a people that need sunlight. So I'm just going to make this a very quick and simple little video just to tell you that you need to be out in the sun at least an hour per day. Preferably if you're out midday, that's usually when the sun is at its hottest and therefore is offering more nutrition for your body. Yes, you're under a lockdown, but no one stops you from going out in your backyard. No one stops you from going out on your balcony if you live in an apartment. And no one stops you, hopefully, from going out in the parks or, hiking or what have you. You really have to make it a priority that you're outside in nature and in the sun every single day. Without the exposure to vitamin D, of course, you're actually reducing your immune system. When you reduce your immune system, then you begin to get sick. And then, of course, now we're talking about the vaccine, right? And so we really have to look at the facts of what's going on in regards to wearing masks. Now, I'm definitely not telling anyone not to wear your mask out in public. However, you have to look at the facts. When you're wearing a mask, you're lowering your oxygen content. And when you're wearing a mask, you're increasing your carbon dioxide intake. So you're basically lowering your immune system by wearing a mask. So therefore, the times when you're not restricted to be wearing a mask, for instance, you're not at work or you're not going into the grocery store or whatever, it's important that you're outside getting vitamin D and that you're not wearing the mask when you're not around other people. Now, I've seen people driving in their car by themselves wearing a mask. I go hiking on a regular basis and I see people 10 feet away from me wearing a mask. They're in the wild, and instead of soaking up all the oxygen that you can get from the trees and leaves and what have you around you, they're wearing a mask. And there's no other persons around them. So I think we really have to try to think rational. It's not a coincidence that we melanated people are referred to as the sun people. It's not a coincidence that you need the sun in order to save you. And I mean not S-O-N, but S-U-N. So please make it a priority to take care of yourself and get some direct vitamin D each and every day. Don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.